I'm so nervous. Hi, welcome. Hello, internet people. Today I'm going to be doing some work on Teeter Tot, my small potato from hell with wheels. If you're new and you want to get caught up to the last video where I damn near broke my arm working on him, link is up above. For everybody else, this right here, this nice protruding edge on this floor jack, is what screwed my arm up when I fell on it. I tried my best over the past 5 or 6 days to take it easy and rest this arm. It's not really getting any better, which isn't really the greatest sign, but it's not getting any worse, and I can still use my arm, which means I can still do some work on this car. So I'm going to do that because it's chess, not checkers. It's a really good movie. Let me sit you down right here. All right, let's make progress, not clickbait. There are 13 nuts that secure this manifold to the side of the cylinder head. What I'm using are these right here. They are copper coated steel nuts. And the reason why I'm using copper coated is because they will resist corrosion and keep them from seizing due to the high heat that these are exposed to on the exhaust manifold. They're also self-locking as well. All of them are a nightmare to get to. I don't know how I'm gonna torque these. I don't think I can. Oh, there goes the hardware. Look at that. With the left hand. Can I get to it in the top corner? Maybe. If I had to do this all over again, I think the correct way to do it would have been to put the car into the service position and pull the engine out the front and then do all this work with the engine out of the car. It's an extra step, but it would have made it a lot easier to access stuff on the rear half of the engine. And also I could have gone bananas back there cleaning everything up because it's still dirty in some spots and that bothers me. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Wow, I really wish I could use my right arm right now. Maybe if I'm just gentle with it. I got all 13 of them on there. I did drop one spacer. No! Onto the car that's in the abyss of nowhereness. That rhymed. I should write music lyrics. I know it's been quite a while since I last worked on the TT, so some of you are probably unsure of what I'm doing right now. And I replaced the exhaust manifold on here with this JBS exhaust manifold, and the turbo was replaced as well. It is a used KO4 that is on here now, and the one I removed off of the car had a time cert that pulled out on the exhaust housing side, the turbo. So that's why I ended up pulling the turbo and then upgrading this manifold while I was at it. Hello, my baby. Aw, Mr. Dose. Just had to check on my baby. Make sure he's doing okay in here. I'll get you out of here soon. I had to go get some copper crush washers for the banjo fitting on the turbo. I'm using a 1/4" drive extension with a 1/4" drive 12mm socket, but I'm using the Milwaukee, which is a 3/8 drive, and I'm setting the socket up down below and then going up above and then tightening it down from above and going back and forth. I have about 8 of them fully snug, so I got about 5 more to go, which are all behind the turbo. You can see 2 copper nuts right there, and then kind of see one right over there. See those? Those are the ones behind the turbo that I cannot access from any angle to tighten. Maybe I can drop the turbo down just enough to get access in there. That didn't do anything whatsoever. Because of the fact that these are self-locking nuts, it makes it also really hard to turn them. This right here is basically the hole that I have to shove my arm up inside and reach underneath the exhaust manifold to try to get to those nuts. Now I got the ones on the very bottom, but the upper ones that are up above, it's hard to get my hand in and then twist it upwards. That's hard to say. It's another day and the turbo and manifold are fully bolted up. I ended up having to pull the turbo to gain access to those remaining 3 nuts, which is a huge job because that turbo and manifold are really heavy. So I ended up calling up my old friend Charlie last night to help out. So huge thank you to Charlie for coming through and helping me last night. I know he's probably not watching this, but I'm putting an example out there. Doing things on your own all the time working on cars is careless and stupid. There's a high chance that you can get injured doing this stuff, and if you don't have anyone around to help you, that's just dumb, and I don't recommend it. Go in your home. I'm not opposed to not putting this heat shield back in here at all. Damn it, I keep dropping it. I know there are a lot of younger mechanics and there are people that watch this with their children that are interested in working on cars, and I don't want to set a bad example because I went to school for this stuff, so I should know better than to show unsafe maintenance practices. Like, I have to prove a point that I'm capable as a mechanic by doing things on my own all the time, and it's just not a good example, and that's not what I want to set on my channel. So I apologize for that. I also apologize for taking this heat shield out because I don't think it's ever gonna go back in now. I thought all these difficult bolts were over and then I forgot about this heat shield. All right, so that one's tight. This thing right here has been an absolute lifesaver for most of the stuff on the backside of the engine bay. These little mini ratchets are amazing. I guess this is tightening. Can't tell. Yeah, it is. There we go. Done, son. That's on there. Time to put this downpipe on. Got my downpipe gasket. OE, Volkswagen Audi part. I take that back. It's not. It's URO tuning. I thought I got a Volkswagen Audi one. I guess I didn't. This is an MLS downpipe gasket, just in case you're wondering. Tighten, 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 tighten. Today is the first day in a week my arm is actually starting to feel a little bit better. So that's a good sign. Still gotta take it easy though. But man, I haven't driven the TT in like since March, I think, or April. It was like early in the year last time I drove this thing. Buy an Audi, they said. They're a great project car, they said. You. Oh cool, one of the little metal clips is missing. That's lovely. This clip right here is the difference between me starting this car today and not starting it. I'm missing this clip for the heater core. I can't put coolant in it without it. Two clips. I think that'll actually work. How's the O-rings looking here? Yep, I think the O-rings are okay. I mean, that's solid right there. It's a temp fix, but hey, when you're in a pinch, you gotta fabricate stuff. You don't always have a parts store nearby. Wastegate actuator line's on, coolant lines are on. The little turtleneck is back on there. Intake pipe. It's like a little brontosaurus head. Little brontosaurus neck. It's cute. This is gonna, oh wow, that's gonna suck. Go on your home. Go in your home. There you go. Come on. This right here is something I've needed for the TT since I very first got this car, something that was missing. And that noise you hear in the background is the battery charging on the car. I didn't want an excuse of not being able to try to start this because of a dead battery. So, this right here goes just like, how do you go? Goes like that. You never think a 20-year-old chunk of plastic would cost damn near $100. It's insane. This, look at that. Brand new. And this right here goes over the, I'll just put it on. Well, the only problem is I'm missing the bracket that it attaches to. So there's that. I didn't realize I was missing that. But yeah, just like that. I gotta clean it still. The only thing I'm missing now is there's a piece that goes over the battery. But other than that, I have all the engine plastics. It's It's clean, the way it should be. Time to add the coolant. This coolant is so pretty. I love the color of it. Now, here is exactly 2 liters. As much as I want to leave the cover on here because it looks pretty, it's stupid because I don't have the hardware on it. How the hell is there a coolant leak on the frame rail? It's clear. Did I just spill water? Maybe I just spilled water. The dripping stopped. That's a good sign. Plug this thing in. That. I gotta tighten up the V-band clamp real quick. I think it's a 10, might be a 12. There you go. The moment of truth. This car has been sitting since the springtime. I'm gonna try to start it now. I'm scared. I'm not even joking. I'm legit scared. There's gotta be something I screwed up. It's been apart for so long. There's gotta be a vacuum line crossed or something. I gotta stay positive. I gotta stay positive. All right. Connect the battery. I'm not gonna tighten them just in case, whatever reason, I need to take the battery off. So I'll just leave it like that. And after cooler pump is running, as it should. So that means that the key is in the car. Oh yeah, no wonder the battery was dead. And I get this on my Insta stories for my patrons. All right, here it goes. I'm so nervous. You hear the ticking? It might just be an exhaust leak, but it kind of sounds like crap. Put that down. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. That fluid that's leaking from under the car, it's fuel. It stinks like fuel. That's so weird that I have a fuel leak coming from the fuel rail. I wonder if that has anything to do with the ticking sound. I mean, it sounded like it was the valve train, maybe from the car not having oil in it for so long. Aha! There it is. There's where the fuel is coming from. This little union block thing right here. I wonder if that shouldn't have anything to do with the ticking. Ah, it's loose right here. That's a lot of fuel. It's a ton of fuel. Oil's halfway up in the dipstick and the car's been running, so there's oil up in the head. I don't think that has anything to do with the ticking noise. I think it's from not having oil in the engine for so long, and even though it's got plenty of oil in it now, maybe the valves got really dry, and that's why it's ticking, because it does sound like valve chatter. I don't know. I just need this car to be okay. I'm so exhausted. All right, here goes. I've been letting it run now for like 15-20 minutes or so, and the valve train tick is completely gone. The only thing I have left is my V-band clamp underneath the center of the car is leaking pretty bad. So when it cools down, I'll go under there and tighten it up. And other than that, it's ready to go. It's ready to rip. It is almost 11 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna have this video up for you guys to watch tomorrow. For me, it's when you're watching it right now, or if you're in the future watching it 3 years from now. Cool, I'm glad you found my video. Anyway, the next video on the TT, I will take it for a drive. It's crazy. I can't believe this is actually happening right now. Anyway, yeah. ending this video on a positive note. I'm gonna go rest my arm now, because that's not bad. Positive. This is a positive ending to a positive video. Okay, anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.